It seems the Ball brothers have fallen off from the amount of hype and attention they were getting back in the day. When was the last time you heard any of the Ball brothers being hyped up by the media? In today's video, we're going to be answering the question of what's been going on with the balling Ball brothers. So if you've been searching for the answers to this question, you've come to the right place. Just sit back, relax, and let us do the talking. About 6 years ago, the world was introduced to the Ball family. Parents Lavar Christopher Ball and Tina Ball with their 3 children, Lonzo Ball, LiAngelo Ball, and LaMelo Ball. But it wasn't the playing prowess of the Ball brothers that initially made the Ball family famous. It was their father, Lavar. Lavar was a former athlete who played basketball and football in high school and college. He also played pro football briefly with the New York Jets in the NFL. He currently works as the co-founder and CEO of the Big Baller brand. Back in the 2016-2017 season, talks of Lavar were everywhere, especially because of the pretty controversial takes he shared about the NBA, from claiming that Lonzo was better than Steph Curry, that he himself could defeat Michael Jordan, and that his Big Baller brand was bigger than Nike, saying, "We not even caring about Nike and Adidas and Under Armour. We not even competing with them because we're better than them. We're a step above them. We're what you call premium activewear." Statements like this and others, like his exchange with then US President Donald Trump when LiAngelo was detained for shoplifting in China. It routinely caused an uproar in the NBA scene and led to several criticisms and, of course, more publicity for the Ball family. Lavar took the responsibility of training his sons in the art of basketball since they could walk. He literally started training his sons when LaMelo turned 4 years old. Lavar trained his kids hard day and day, night after night. His sons played for his AAU team, the Big Ballers VXT, for a short while, and had his sons play flag football, with Lonzo as the quarterback and his other sons catching passes. Although the way he handled his sons has largely been put into question, either way, we can't take away the fact that successfully he groomed all of his sons into professional basketball players, with 2 of them being among the top 3 draft picks of their draft class. You gotta give Papa Ball some props. Lavar hasn't really been up to anything worth mentioning since 2021. Maybe that's because his major goal of getting his sons into the NBA was fulfilled. But anyways, like I said earlier, our focus today is on the Ball brothers. So let's head straight into it by looking at their careers one by one. Let's start with the oldest of the Ball brothers, Lonzo Anderson Ball. The pressure to succeed was probably more on Lonzo than the rest of his brothers, because being the oldest meant that he had to set a good example for his younger siblings. Starting from his high school at Chino Hills High School, Lonzo averaged 25 points, 11 rebounds, 9.1 assists, 5 blocks, and 5 steals. Lonzo led the team to a 35-0 record and in winning a state championship, making them number 1 in the country. At the end of Lonzo's high school career, he was ranked as the number 4th overall in the 2016 class by both ESPN and Rivals.com. And was considered by scouts as a 5-star recruit. Lonzo decided to take a collegiate approach to the NBA and chose to attend the University of California, Los Angeles. Lonzo only played 1 season with the Bruins, and he killed it that season. In his first game against the Pacifics, he recorded 19 points, 11 assists, and 8 rebounds. His ball handling IQ helped the team rise to the ranks of the national table and led the team to a 29-4 record. Lonzo averaged 14.6 points, 7.6 assists, 6 rebounds, and 2 steals per game. He shot 41% from the 3-point range and made 55.1% of his field goal attempts. Lonzo led the country in assists. He was an NCAA All-American and made the Pac-12 first team and was Pac-12 Rookie of the Year. On the 2017 NBA Draft night, Lonzo was selected as the 2nd overall pick by the Los Angeles Lakers. Lavar was very vocal about his intentions for the Lakers to select his son before the draft. He said that the Lakers lacked a leader unlike the Celtics, who swapped picks with the Sixers, so the Lakers should consider drafting Lonzo. To be honest, Lonzo's career in the NBA has been sort of unimpressive for a player who was the 2nd overall pick. Unlike his college career, Lonzo hasn't gotten many titles or accolades since he was drafted. He is still yet to make an All-Star team, and his biggest win so far in the NBA was when he made the NBA All-Rookie second team in 2018. If we take a look at his career averages, it's not really something to boast about. In 252 regular games, he has averaged 11.9 points, 6.2 assists, 5.7 rebounds, games and has shot 36% from the three-point range. As much as you want to criticize his underwhelming stats, Lonzo has suffered through a bunch of injuries, which could be the cause of his low production. Lonzo has missed 37% of the total games he's played since he'd entered the league as a result of injuries. Lonzo has suffered through a shoulder sprain, grade 3 ankle sprain, hip flexor sprain, abductor sprain, thumb sprain, bilateral knee tendinopathy, and even COVID-19, all within the past 5 years of his career. Even now, he's still yet to recover from the meniscus tear in his left knee, which he got last year on the 20th of January in 2022. Lonzo underwent a successful arthroscopic surgery on January 28, 2022, and was expected to be back on the court in 6 to 8 weeks. But then the Bulls announced on April 6 that Lonzo would be ruled out for the rest of the 2021-2022 season. It's been 14 months since we saw Lonzo on the court, and so far, all there is to the topic of his return are just guesses and speculation, because even the Bulls medical staff can't explain why Lonzo is still experiencing pain after his surgery. So basically, Lonzo being injury prone along with his low court production has sort of flagged a lot of speculations from fans regarding Lonzo's future in the NBA. But I still think Lonzo could still pull through, and if he can just avoid any more injuries, maybe we can still see him make some impressive plays, but he'd have to recover from his current injury first. And now to the youngest of the Ball brothers, LaMelo Ball. Melo's probably the most popular out of the Ball brothers. Coming into the NBA, he was selected as the 3rd overall pick by the Charlotte Hornets in the 2020 NBA Draft. His career in the NBA has been pretty cool. He was the NBA All-Star in 2022, won the Rookie of the Year in 2021, and was picked for the All-Rookie First Team that year. But just like his elder brother, Melo has also had several bad run-ins with injuries. This season alone, he's had 4 cases where he had to leave the court mid-game because of an injury. Due to these recurring injuries, Melo has played in only 36 of the Hornets' 63 games this season, which is practically half of the season. And despite this, Melo has still been able to put up an impressive stats. He averaged 23.3 points, 8.4 assists, and 6.4 rebounds. He recently suffered a no-contact injury in the 3rd quarter of the Hornets' win against Detroit. Shortly after the game, it was announced that Melo had fractured his right ankle when he fell during the game. To be clear, it's not the same ankle that Melo fractured that he's been having problems with this season. His previous 3 ankle sprains were all on the left knee, and this one was on the right. Melo has been ruled out for the remainder of the 2022-2023 season. Because of the injury, I just hope that he makes a full recovery and gets back on the court next season. And finally, we have LiAngelo Ball. People often regard LiAngelo as the worst of the Ball brothers in terms of basketball. LiAngelo was regarded by scouts as a 3-star recruit and was ranked 226th overall in the 2017 class. According to 24/7 Sports, as much as LiAngelo is a great shooter and has a good body frame as a shooting guard, he's lacking in other aspects, such as he is not so great at passing. He was poor at defending, and to be honest, he doesn't seem to be as athletically gifted as his brothers. He is the only one out of the brothers who's yet to make it into the NBA. LiAngelo caught the media attention, and not in a good way. Back in November 7, 2017, he and his teammates got arrested for stealing sunglasses in a Louis Vuitton store in China. This was just days before the season opening game against Georgia Tech in Shanghai. LiAngelo was due to face 10 years in prison. The case was pretty serious, that even Donald Trump's name was dragged into the mess, although it was reported that President Trump didn't take part in LiAngelo's release. LiAngelo has a track record of signing to NBA teams only to get waived before even playing for the team. LiAngelo also has a history of injuries. His most fatal one had him out for almost 3 years before he recovered. I often wonder if it's a genetics thing, cause why is it that it's the knees specifically that the Ball brothers mostly face problems with injury-wise? So there you have it, guys. What do you think about the Ball brothers' current predicament? Let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.